Okay, welcome everybody to this next demo in implementing the Scott CPU series. In this video, we'll be looking at demos for the clock and the stepper. So for the clock, we can see that it's already ticking away here. So the clock is constructed, in this case, using the internal clock of the FPGA, and the signal is divided to provide basically the clock and clock D signals. So obviously here we're not running a very long length of wire to get a delayed signal as described in the book. So once we have clock and clock D, it's pretty straightforward to use the circuitry, which is pretty simple to get clock E and clock S. So here I have clock here, clock D next to it, clock E and clock S. So if you look at the charts in the book, you'll see that everything is ticking properly and following the correct pattern. Now, at the same time, we have this stepper that's running. So I'm going to move in stepper mode here. So what we can see now in stepper mode, I have moved the clock E and clock S signals here to make it a bit easier to correlate them with what's going on in the stepper. And we can see that the stepper is basically stuck here. So I'm going to go ahead and reload the board and very quickly move to step mode so that we can get a chance to see what's going on. Okay, so we can see the stepper works for a couple of steps and then it seems to get stuck. I've done a fair amount of debugging on the stepper circuit to try to understand what's going on, and basically what's happening is that the way the stepper is designed is it's very vulnerable to race conditions. So you have basically many signals that are emanating from the reset and the clock inputs, and they have to reach basically their destination in a certain specific order in order for the stepper to function properly. And inside this FPGA unit here, you don't get to control too much where the different memory bits are situated and all that, and there's different delays, obviously, propagation delays in the circuits. So it's very difficult to get the stepper working as designed in the book. I tried to modify it using latches instead of regular memory. I got a bit more success, but ultimately it's kind of difficult. But in the end, what the stepper is really is it's just a loop that goes from 1 to 6 and repeats. So that's very easy to implement in the FPGA in another way, and we'll be able to look at that when we have the code review for clock and stepper. So that's it for now. Thank you.